I try and get as much prepared as I can before I transfer onto the floor because I only want to have to do one transfer. Um, I, it's not so bad if you don't have any medical issues going on, but I have a little bit of problem, some swelling in my left hip area, and so I have some bursitis, and so I don't want to have to do any more transfers than I need to. So anyway, I loaded my weights up as much as I could, my dumbbells up as much as I could to get them all ready, and then I wanted to make sure that I had the towel there behind me and positioned in a good spot, and let's see what else. I want to make sure that I have my wheelchair cushion underneath me if I needed it. Here's a big warning, with the wheelchair cushion. Um, but let me tell you that whenever I transfer from the floor up into my wheelchair, then I I run my left hand along my leg, and I kind of use my leg as a push up, something to push up onto. So anyway, but if you notice there, I have my cushion, my wheelchair cushion seat, my seat cushion underneath me, and that way I'm getting more of a more of a range of motion for my shoulders. But I think it was a little bit too much range of motion because my my elbows are going back a little bit too far, and whenever your elbows are going back a little bit too far, see my from the left, okay, they were going back too far from the level of my chest. So the level of the ground and the level of my chest are different, are at different levels, different horizontal levels, and so it was a little bit, it was a little bit of a drop. So my elbows were going a little bit down from the level of my shoulders. And so anyway, you're getting your, what I was noticing is that sure it was a interesting workout and something that I've never really felt before, but I'm afraid that it is so close to damaging rotator cuff um, that I don't want to be fooling around with that. So I think that next time, I think I'm just gonna not have my wheelchair cushion underneath my back, because the whole reason why I put the wheelchair cushion underneath my back was that I would pop my chest out, so that I would pop my chest out naturally. I wouldn't have to try and pinch my elbow blade or my shoulder blades together on my back and pop my chest out that way. I would just be able to pop my chest out naturally without by just using the wheelchair cushion behind my back. But this was, like I said, this was just giving me a little bit too much range of motion, and I think that it was really hard on my right shoulder, my right rotator cuff. Um, my left was handling it okay, but my right side, I think it was just a little bit too much. And I'm afraid that if when I pushed myself to to end up doing like 36 reps or something like that, um, and I think that I think that I think it's just too much. I tried to follow good form. Tried to go up 90 degrees or go down 90 degrees and go straight up. But then, my one of the instructors was telling me don't lock your elbow, so maybe I was locking my elbow, so that wasn't good. But I just think that I was just putting too much weight on my dumbbells, and I think that too much weight, I think I'm going to decrease the dumbbell weight a couple pounds next time I do shoulder or chest presses from the floor, so that way I don't get that rotator cuff stuff problem.